Hi everybody, I'm at Ian Wolfman, and today is Keep, Begin, Detach, inspired by Yoko Ono. Welcome, and I will just leave the phone here and allow us to start. Maybe here. I wish I just had like a lapel that I could put it on, like just attach it. But yeah, there we go. We got a little action. So there's that. But yeah, what do you think? Maybe, I mean, I like it because it's by the outlet. Anyways,
I like it.
check this out. You know what I'm gonna ask? I'm doing voice therapy again today, and so you can write down the best part of your week and the worst part of your week and put it in the hat.
Okay.
Can people in Facebook Live do it too?
And people on Facebook Live, if you would like, you can comment. And it like takes a little bit of the anonymity out of it, but you can comment the best part of your week and the worst part of your week. And then when I do my piece, voice therapy, I can get to you. I tend to overperform for the people at home. So yeah, here's a zine. Just to kind of look through it. So I want to give a little opening spiel. I do this event every month, and the idea is that I'm celebrating artists that I'm inspired by, and this month it's Yoko Ono, and so she was part of the Fluxus movement. And I'm going to go ahead and just read, I don't know how to pronounce this, Masuna's Manifesto. Anyways, Fluxus Art Amusement, 1965. Pronounced, among other things. Art amusement must be simple, amusing, unpretentious, concerned with insignificances, require no skill or countless rehearsals, have no commodity or institutional value. Oh, dang it, typo. Anyways, its value must be lowered by making it unlimited, mass-produced, obtainable by all, and eventually produced by all. So, welcome to Keep, Begin, Detach. The rest of these pages are little worksheets. And let me show you where I got this idea. So, this is Yoko Ono's book called Grapefruit. I read it 2 years ago, and I flippin' loved it. And so these poems are really exquisite, and they are like instructions. Some of them relate to objects, and others are more ephemeral. I'll go ahead and read one for you right now. Painting for the skies. Drill a hole in the sky. Cut out a paper the same size as the hole. Burn the paper. The sky should be pure blue. 1962, summer. And so stuff like that, where it's like these instructions are fun because in a way it like gives it like a thing for audience to do and to be a part of it and to create it for themselves. And so I felt very accessible and very contemplative. And so I invite you with these sweet zines to fill them out at your leisure. My goal is for people interested in participating, we're going to create a little Fluxus box where we put our instruction art and some props required for the instruction art in a little box. And then hopefully mass produce it and get it to some people who like new Fluxus art. Mm-hmm. Something to think about, but it's also fun to challenge yourself because one of my goals is to be intermodal and try new styles of art. And I love how text can be completely unlimited by what you can do, because you don't need a ton of money or a lot of people. You can just make instructions, and then if that comes along later and people are enthusiastic, you got yourself a blueprint for fun, or as they say, art amusement. But yeah, so I'm going to keep these two books out, and you can kind of look at them at your leisure. Yeah, the other one is Acorn by Yoko Ono. And I wanted to draw attention to the back part of the zine where at the very end it gives a little artist bio of me, but then also create your own artist bios. as I've been getting more interested in art, a lot of programs ask the artist to create an artist bio, and I had a really hard time with like what would I want to say there, and I at first just like had my website, but now I feel like I'm at liberty to be like, this is an opportunity to communicate something about yourself to other weirdos and stuff. But yeah, so yeah, Yoko does that in some of her pieces where it's kind of like a form you fill out, and so there's that inspiration there. Very fun. But yeah, can you, or anyone who wants to participate, write down the best part of your week, the worst part of your week, and put it in my sweet old hat, and then I will do voice therapy.
Okay.
Yeah.
This song's only a couple minutes long, so.
Well, so after the performance parts, I would love to take 10 minutes where we just kind of like think about a piece and write down and fill out one little worksheet. And if you want, we can share it and talk about it. And if you want to fill out the whole thing in that 10 minutes, it's also cool. I feel like it's just fun to kind of like carve out some time to just think about it and really like feel what it feels like to come up with instructions. And I'll get to that more after the performances.
Oh, okay.
So maybe we'll give people some time to write their best part of their week and their worst part of their week.
Okay.
And did you write yours?
No.
I'm gonna write mine too.
Okay.
Did you bring a pen? Yeah. Okay, great. Everybody's set up.
On separate pieces of paper?
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be long, or, I mean, it can be as long as you want, is something I should say.
It's gonna fit back on the shelf?
Oh, yes, thank you. I've never heard that. Well, I mean, I've been to seminars, but it's just like the phrase seminar learning.
The part of the last one that was my favorite was when you talked about
Huh?
the tarot.
I think this is very memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool people just showed up. Hi.
I don't know if they're here for the event. Hey everyone, are you here for an event?
Yes.
What is it?
Keep begins Detach.
Oh, welcome. So there's this opening spiel that was really cool, and I will say it in a smaller way. Welcome to Keep Begin Detach. Does anyone want to perform tonight? Cool. What's your name?
John.
Cool. And do you need anything?
No, I brought some poems that I thought to read.
Okay, great.
Towards the end, if that's okay.
Cool. Like as a closing?
That would be good.
Okay,
I
cool.
have some people who are coming, but they're gonna be a little bit late. My family.
Okay, do you need a microphone?
That would be nice, but I don't need it.
Okay, let's not do it because I mean, you know, and let's get seats for everybody. Cool.
Oh yeah.
In the back, right?
Oh yeah, so everyone can help yourself to the folding chairs back there. How exciting!
Do everyone have a pen?
Oh yeah.
I have markers. I have more pens. Because it's their pens in the center.
In the hat.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
All right. Welcome. grab a chair and hang out. And I will do a little opening spiel in a second. Sweet. All right. So, did anybody want a zine that didn't get one? But yeah, once again, welcome to Keeping in Detach. I am your host, Kat Countess. And is there anyone who would like to perform tonight? I mean, okay, just hands for everyone who is performing. Cool, excellent. Fenner, when did you want to go?
Easy.
Cool, we'll put you after Cassidy.
Okay.
And so it's going to be me, then Cassidy, and then you, and then we're going to have a little activities and then close it out with John. Sound good? Cool. Activities. Yeah, let me tell you about those activities when it is time. But yeah. Hello.
There are more chairs in the back. I can get one.
Okay. Does everybody have a pen?
Well, probably more
There's pens in the center.
Okay. So for the first piece, I'm doing a thing called voice therapy / voice playback. And so everyone can grab 2 pieces of that receipt paper and write the best part of the week, the worst part of the week, and put it in this hat here, if you want. And so more about Keeping in Detach. I'm really into getting inspired by artists of past, but also the present. Last month, we did an event inspired by Laurie Anderson, and so we had a very fun time, and
Wow.
I'm just like intrigued by everybody coming in that I'm almost like wanting to start over.
Need more chairs over here.
Lady can. We're also late, I'm sorry.
All right, so everybody can slide on in. Thank you. Oh my goodness, how did this happen? I didn't even put up a poster this time.
Thank you. There's a couple chairs here.
All right, so for the newcomers, I wanted to welcome y'all to come up to this table and get 2 pieces of receipt paper and then write down the best part of your week and the worst part of your week for a piece I call voice therapy / voice playback.
This is the receipt that you have.
That's a hat. So you get the receipt paper from that roll there. Or is it going around?
Oh, it's going around.
Okay, great.
Got it.
And then you go together, the best and worst.
And, so for people that don't know, we got some zines up front that kind of help talk about Yoko Ono in a way that I think makes sense for me, but then also like enduring work like Yoko Ono. Yeah?
Can we talk about raising again?
Sure. I'll read another piece too. Okay, so here at this lovely bookstore, we have 2 amazing books, both of which I find really accessible because the poems are short, but also they're somewhat instructional. And so what is really nice about Fluxus art is that it's accessible because of the nature of its ephemerality and kind of takes art away from experts and gives it to everybody. And I think the way that these poems are framed can help you imagine what that's like. Hand piece. Sit in the garden. Raise one hand. Extend it until it reaches a cloud. Have your friend ring a cymbal. Keep extending it until it goes out of the stratosphere. Have your friend put a flag out. 1963 summer. And so These zines are little workbooks you can take home, and part of them we can fill out here after some of the performances and get a feel of taking instructions and then sharing them with each other. I'm gonna just go around with the hat. Is everybody set up for this part? Okay. How's our receipt roll? Is it going around town? Is it coming back? All right. Let me just navigate over there. Right here. Right behind you. Okay, did everybody get the paper? Cool, I'll just put this back. And want to submit it to the hat?
We don't. It's
Okay.
optional.
Need a pen?
Are we?
Okay. There you go. Can I borrow this pen?
I'm doing
Yes.
pretty bad. I had
Here's the
lunch
pen
with
right
my
here.
grandma
Oh, you got
and
it.
and
Now there's too many pens.
Should be two separate pieces.
Yes.
do you know where that receipt is?
Oh yeah, there. Yeah, you got it.
So
Thanks again for the pens, Cassie. I love all of
write
them.
the best part of our week and the worst part of our week on this, and then put it into the center. Yeah.
Thank you. And if you feel like performing, I feel like we're gonna have a little extra time if you wanna add your name to the list. Doing these events, I like to keep it casual, and it's like we're all hanging out in the space. And if you need to like stretch or move around or whatever, it's not like an event. Or if you wanna heckle, I'm not saying that anyone does that, but I find it like liberating to know that it's like there's no wall between performer and artist, but it's more of just like performing for each other. Yeah, still kind of feeling it out. This is my second Keep Again Detach, and I feel like each one has a different flavor because of the people that I like to anchor the event by, and so very different people. They kind of like necessitate a different approach. Yeah.
Where does the name come from?
So I'm really into like kind of word mining, essentially, just like putting words together and seeing if there's like this new meaning created. And so I go through Tumblr, and my Tumblr is specifically geared towards inspirational quotes because they have some really like powerful, simple language. And then one day I got Keep Again Detach, and then somebody said that was really moving, and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna run with that where it is.
What was it, quote?
Well, so it was like just random quotes on the internet, and then I pull out specific words and then put them together. Yeah, you can see it on my Instagram. I do a lot of like quotes. Some of them are like full sentences, but then some of them are just like some words smashed together. Very fun question. Sometimes I feel like I give away too much in my process because then it's like arbitrary. I use a lot of generators. I feel like it keeps the ball moving.
Get the robots to do the art for you.
There's a level of
You can
curation
just-
that happens.
Do the rest. Do the editing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This was fun. But yeah, I'm gonna, is everybody almost done? Cool. I'm feeling like everybody's done, and I'm gonna go ahead and start a piece.
Do you want less chairs? Fewer chairs?
I'm gonna just do it right here. Alright, voice therapy, voice playback. Some shame dripped on me. Reading and writing and looking at flowers. waking up exhausted. No! Diving into the water at, is it Muir Beach?
Mirror?
Muir? At Muir Beach. Woo! Going to therapy. I read this book and I think it relates to me and my trauma, and it's awkward because I feel like it's in the past and I should get over it, but I'm feeling like it's weighing me down and I don't know how to unpack it in a way that it makes sense for me to look at it and be like I have like a hold on it, because sometimes it feels like it's taken a hold of me. Sleeping in until 11:30. Your breakfast is getting cold. Your lunch is getting cold. Come out and play, Jimmy. Your dinner's getting cold. Your favorite show is on. Oh. Extended hangover. I went to this great party on Saturday. I had 5 beers, 8 tequilas, 1 whiskey. Is it Friday already? Great. Laughing with my friends. Not having a tissue to blow my nose on Bart. Played make-believe with my toddler nephew. You're lying? Well, I'm a zebra. I'm a zebra with wings and 2 large teeth. One, it's really sharp, and the other one's really fluffy like a marshmallow. Being here and part of something that's new to me. So welcome to Keep, Begin, Detach. I'm your host, Kat Countess, and I'm going to start with the opening speech again. I love that everyone is here, and it's amazing because I feel like with different people, it seems like I have an opportunity to make it new for myself, because I get kind of intimidated by like all these people who don't know what I can do, and so I can kind of be like, I could do that. Being anxious about a date. Kind of blown this up in my mind. I think he likes me, but it was really awkward because he approached me and said we met twice before, and then like suddenly I'm in love, but then it's like, ugh, does he think that I forgot him? And then now I'm like, how do I be like, oh, well now since I remember you, I want to like hang out. Maybe we should just keep it slow and casual. I'm just gonna do like one message saying like, I'm so glad you had a great tour, and I can't wait for you to come back and we can hang out for the first time for realsies. It's like, oh, okay, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. Buying a CD of music that reminds me of trippy ASMR. Whoosh. Wham, wham. Hello, 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 hello. Woo! Tremendously grumpy day where I messed up everything I tried. I wasn't going that fast, officer. Damn it! I read all of the homework, teacher. Damn it! I'll have a burger and fries. No, salad! Damn it. Waking up at 4:30 a.m. for work. Cuddling with my cats before bed. Hey, cookie party, you wanna get snuggly? Oh, I know you do. Oh, oh, wait, where you going? Oh, okay, bye. I felt my heart flutter. Oh. Early morning. Metal grating. Gardening. Aimless walking. Oh, hey! I don't think she recognized me. Feeling so hopeless, I couldn't sleep last night. You know what I don't get? Trump has a job. He's got a fucking job doing nothing, doing less than nothing. I hate his guts. How come I need a job when this guy can get paid so much money, like barter for more money, raise super money, have money, and I just don't get that money? I pay taxes for this slump. I'm so annoyed and I'm frustrated because I think this will happen again and again. Feeling lonely grief for the anniversary of my dead father. I felt I saw you today. I was walking along 9th Street and I saw these flowers, and there's this square hedge of jasmine, and not all of them had bloomed. Some of them were just little buds, but a sliver of the wall had bloomed, and I smelled those, and I felt like there was still more to come. Move stuff out of my storage unit, which sounds boring, but it was great. Clunk, clunk, clunk. Clunk, clunk, clunk. Oh, hey, that's where that is. Headache. No, not now. Going to therapy. So I kind of quit my job. Not all my jobs, just one where I was just really stressed out, and I felt like there was this thing that I was meant to do, and it wasn't work at a factory, and it wasn't working at a Copy Central doing this like stuff for other people that was like anyone could do it. And I just don't want to go back to that. And I can't imagine going back to that. But I don't know if there's just like a world that makes sense for me to do those things and live in a way that I can feel less stressed about those things that I feel like it's just not going to work out. I mean, do you know what I'm saying? Feeling the limitations of my aging body. Oh. Drinking with friends. It's nice beer. Can I have some? Yeah, it's very heady. It's got a little hopsy at the aftertaste. Yeah. I don't think it's a good pour though. It's flat. Rejected by job. I tried. Can I do it again? Slowly eating foods with friends. Busy. Got my whole day planned out. I'm gonna wake up early. I'm going to do my writing practice. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be 20 pages. 25. I'm gonna go for it. It's like a little marathon. It's all gonna happen before breakfast. And then once I have breakfast, I'm gonna watch my favorite show because I think that's really important and it helps me relax before I go into my second writing session. And then I'm gonna go to the library. And then after I go to the library, I'm gonna come back and read those books. And then when I'm done reading those books, lunch. And of course I'm gonna watch my favorite TV show again because I think it's really important to like relax from studying. And so after that, I'm gonna take a little stretching break where I touch my toes for like 10 seconds, just 10 seconds, but it's a really good, strong 10 seconds. And then after that, I'm scheduled to hang out with 3 of my friends. We're gonna go to a very posh bar where I am going to find the manager and tell them about how we're gonna do this really cool event together, and they're all gonna be behind me, and we're gonna do this sweet event where I dress up as a 40-foot tall gorilla, and I'm gonna be very serious about it. So when I get there and I'm really huge, my other friends are gonna back me up and be like, we talked about this, we're cool with this, right? This is a very posh bar, and this is gonna be a very awkwardly arranged posh situation where I'm gonna like walk in there and I'm just gonna be like, this is normal, I'm really big, and I'm in a gorilla suit, but I'm not that big, but the suit's really big, and it's gonna make everybody feel more at home, for sure. And then at night for dinner, I'm gonna watch my favorite TV show again. And we got just one more. Went to a kid's birthday party and felt antisocial. Hey, I got you this. Why don't you open it? Jim liked my present. I gave him a book. Oh yeah, he loves books. He's gonna grow up to be a doctor of philosophy, and his library is very huge. Yeah, that's nice. I'm just gonna go over here now. Thank you. And for some newcomers in the back, welcome to Keep Begin Detached. Are there any more zines? I think there are at the table here. You can pick one up. And so more about today's event. Does any of the newcomers have want to perform this evening? Excellent. Okay then. And so more about the zine you just received. This today's event is inspired by Yoko Ono, specifically her involvement in Fluxus, which is a very special art movement, and it is because the way that it kind of embraces everyone being able and interested in making art, and it's not about being an expert. And I like these instruction art-based works because all you need is a pen and some ideas, and I feel like I get better at it going through it. And so that's why there's so many pages, is that, you know, I'm getting the hang of it, but also getting inspired by other things. And we'll go through some of the worksheets later this evening. But first, I would like to introduce Cassidy, who is our next performer.
So I'm not going to primal screen, but if anybody wants to, that's how the song starts.
Primal scream.
Does anybody object to that? There's a warning.
Warning. Sound. Hold for sound. Okay, ready?
Okay. Yes, I'm a witch. I'm a witch. I don't care what you say. My voice is real. My voice speaks truth. I don't fit in your ways. I'm not gonna die for you. You might as well face the truth. I'm gonna stick around for quite a while. Yes, I'm a witch. Yes, I'm a witch. We're gonna stay, we're gonna try. We're gonna try it our way. We've been repressed, we've been depressed. Suppression all the way. But we're not gonna die for you. We're not seeking vengeance. We're not gonna kill ourselves for your convenience. I'm a witch. Each time we don't say what we wanna say, we're dying. Each time we close our minds to how we feel, we're dying. Each time we just do what we want to do, we're living. Each time we're open to what we see and hear, we're living. I'm a witch. I'm a witch. Get free from the ghettos of your minds. Get free from your fears and binds. We know you want things to stay as it is. It's gonna change, baby. It's gonna change, baby doll. It's gonna change, honey ball. It's gonna change, sugar cane. It's gonna change, sweetie legs. So don't try to make cockpeck people out of us. So don't try to make cockpeck people out of us. Do you want less chairs or fewer chairs?
Oh yeah, Finner, where you at for stage space?
I'll go right there.
Okay, let me kind of clear out.
Oh, I'm just gonna sing.
Okay.
And then I was gonna pass this around to a few moments like that. So when I hear Yoko Ono, it makes me think the Japanophile in me. And I studied with a Japanese theater company a couple of years ago, and I still do work intermittently with them. But I brought my oh, I can't find the song. Yes, I brought my like training book, which has a lot of ancient songs, Kyogen and No pieces. These are little dances in No and Kyogen that will happen in the course of a longer piece. And it will typically be one actor that will come out with a fan and do these movements, and these this is like the score for those dances. So there's the floor pattern, and then you see the kanji for the dance, and the notation for the energy of the song, as well as the translated English phonetic stuff. So I'll pass this around. You guys are welcome to look at it. Please don't take anything out of it to take. But I'll also do Tenshin Goso, because that's a fun physical thing, and then I'm going to sing a sad song called Hana no Sode. So I'll start with Tenshin Goso, which is not from the Japanese theater per se, but it's a kind of opening ritual or like movement pattern from a non-violent martial art. And it's meant to be the kind of like cyclical, energetic circle of life and existence. Excuse me. This is Hana no Sode. Kono haru nozomi no koreri.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Yeah. All right. So this is now the activity portion that I had forewarned y'all about. Does everybody have one of these in their hand? All right. Who does not have one of these? Okay. So 2 people.
I don't.
How many people are here all together? Can I just get a okay, great. So yeah, just pass it back. And yeah, does everybody have one now that wants one? And I was a little under ambitious when I went to the copy store today because last time 9 was enough, so I thought 15 would be enough. So I'm a little embarrassed how popular this is. Okay, but let me just tell you that all you need is a piece of paper or 5. Does anybody want paper and doesn't have paper?
I give you a notebook if you want. Okay. Very good.
Do not write on the book. Usually there's not enough separation between the pen and the page. It will live index and it does not favor those book buyers. Do not follow Kathy's instruction in this particular set. Just saying.
I just said there are books. I didn't say
Okay. I'm really sensitive about that because I am tempted to treat them like I own them. But anyway. So does everybody have some paper to write on or a zine in front of them? All right, and so for those of you who unfortunately didn't get a zine, come see me after this. If you want one, I can send you the PDF as well as print one out. For those of you who look to your neighbor and see that they are without, you can just let them look at your piece of paper and see what's going on for the worksheets. On each worksheet page, you'll see at the bottom there are 5 different categories and then 5 categories within those categories. And they are to help you kind of like narrow down your instruction piece and get a feel of who it's for, and its duration, its audience, its materials, and the elements of Fluxus are this, where I'm just going to read over your shoulder. It can be mass-produced, no skill, audience participation, unlimited, simple. It could include any of those aspects or none of those aspects, but I find it helpful to kind of channel what Yoko was doing in these instructional pieces, and what I think is really accessible about Fluxus works is that anyone can do them, and you can do them in a small amount of time or in a great amount of time, depending. One of the pieces that I like that Yoko Ono did, she made a video where she lit a match and then let it burn out, and that was the piece. And so it was long as that took, and so it's kind of exciting to me that a piece doesn't have a very specific amount of time that it takes, but also like a very real amount of time. Like you can imagine like that feeling of knowing when it's going to end as the piece is happening, which I find really exciting. And so, Cassidy, can I have you set a timer for 10 minutes and then start it when I tell you?
Okay.
Thank you so much. Okay, so we're going to take the next 10 minutes and y'all can look through the zine and essentially start making some instruction art. And at the end of the 10 minutes, I'm going to welcome people to share what they've written down if they would like. And, you know, 1 piece or 2 pieces or all of them. And if someone else is talking about a piece you're interested in and want to do, definitely chat them up after the event. And while you're doing that, I'm just going to be reading some Yoko Ono poetry. I feel like the more instructions you hear, the more you realize how ridiculous and fantastic they can be. But also there's some like interesting words that kind of pop out, words like create or take or behold. And these kinds of like instruction words are very powerful because they can help guide a piece into formation. Sometimes I like to write song lyrics, and it really helps listening to music as I'm doing this, because there's a lot of like tropes or common things that happen and like patterns that are really effective, and I'm like, ooh, I want to pretty much like lift that and transform it into this piece here, and kind of like practice by just feeling those words in this new context with other things that I'm thinking about. Any questions? Yeah. Yes. Any other questions? You feel like you have enough paper, comfortable in your chair? All right, terrific. I'm gonna go ahead and start reading, and the timer is gonna start.
Are all of these pages identical?
Yes, the worksheet pages, they're all just to help you. In my mind, it's like if you circle an aspect that you're working on, even if you don't know the piece, you can kind of like fill it out by referring back to the aspects you circled, and it's like, ooh, what else is also simple? Or what else is mass produced? Or different kind of ways to kind of like keep focused on that particular kind of like audience or time duration, that kind of thing. And yeah, there are also some blanks. And so sometimes it helps to fill out those blanks with something random and challenge yourself to incorporate that. Or something that means something to you and kind of like let it inspire the rest of the piece. But yeah, also as something that I've done with this work is that you can also kind of work backwards, where if you've seen a piece you like, try to create instructions on how to make that piece. For example, today I saw this really hilarious drawing of a cat. And so my instructions for that drawing of a cat would be name 3 attributes, and then draw a picture of a cat relating to those 3 attributes. And there you have an instruction art work. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and read some stuff. Any other questions? All right. Beat piece. Listen to a heartbeat. 1963 autumn. Pulse piece. Listen to each other's pulse by putting your ear on the other's stomach. 1963 winter. Earth piece. Listen to the sound of the earth turning. Whisper piece. A. Whisper. Ask the wind to take it to the end of the world. B. Whisper to the clouds. Ask them to remember it. C. Whisper what happened that day to the reeds. Weave a pair of sandals with them and send it to a friend. D. Whisper all your secret thoughts to a tree. Make a guitar out of it and send it to a woman. E. Whisper a secret to a young tree. Make a chair out of it and send it to a man. F. Whisper your name to a stone. Send it to a stranger. G. Whisper the first word that came to you to a person next to you. 1961 spring. Smell piece. Use a name card without a name. Put an address and a smell instead. Smell piece. Send smell signals by wind. 1963 summer. Water piece. Listen to the sound of the underground water. 1963 spring. Water piece. Steal a moon on the water with a bucket. Keep stealing until no moon is seen on the water. 1964 spring. Announcement piece 1. Give death announcements each time you move instead of giving announcements of the change of address. Send the same when you die. 1962 summer. Announcement piece 2. Give a moving announcement each time you die. 1963 summer. Dawn piece. Take the first word that comes across your mind. Repeat the word until dawn. 1963 winter. Room piece. Stay in a room for a week. Do not take anything except water. Have someone whisper to you in the end of the week. Room piece 2. Stay in a room for 10 days. Do not eat. Smoke. Whisper to each other in the end of the 10 days. 1963 winter. Fly piece. Fly. 1963 summer. Room piece 3. Stay in a room for a month. Do not speak. Do not see. Whisper in the end of the month. 1963 winter. Cloud piece. Imagine the clouds dripping. Dig a hole in your garden to put them in. 1963 spring. Line piece 1. Draw a line. Erase the line. Line piece 2. Erase lines. Line piece 3. Draw a line with yourself. Go on drawing until you disappear. 1964 spring. Map piece. Draw an imaginary map. Put a goal mark on the map where you want to go. Go walking on an actual street according to your map. If there is no street where it should be according to the map, make one by putting the obstacles aside. When you reach the goal, ask the name of the city and give flowers to the first person you meet. The map must be followed exactly, or the event has to be dropped altogether. Ask your friends to write maps. Give your friends maps. 1962 summer. Walking piece. Walk in the footsteps of the person in front. 1. On ground. 2. In mud. 3. In snow. 4. On ice. 5. In water. Try not to make sounds. Map piece. Draw a map to get lost. 1964 spring. City piece. Walk all over the city with an empty baby carriage. 1961 winter. Mask piece 1. Make a mask larger than your face. Polish the mask every day. In the morning, wash the mask instead of your face. When somebody wants to kiss you, let the person kiss the mask instead. 1961 winter. Conversation piece or crutch piece. Bandage any part of your body. If people ask about it, make a story and tell. If people do not ask about it, draw their attention to it and tell. If people forget about it, remind them of it and keep telling. Do not talk about anything else. City piece. Step in all the puddles in the city. 1963 autumn. Pencil lead piece. Imagine your head filled with pencil leads. Imagine one of them broken. Show a pencil lead to your friend and tell him that it came out of your head. Riding piece. Ride a coffin car all over the city. Wind piece. Blow hats all over the city. Snow piece. Think that the snow is falling. Think that the snow is falling everywhere, all the time. When you talk with a person, think that snow is falling between you and on the person. Don't stop conversing when you think the person is covered by snow. Sun piece. Watch the sun until it becomes square. Walk piece. Stir inside of your brains with a penis until things are mixed well. Take a walk. 2 snow pieces for solo or trio. Number 1, watch snow fall until dinner time. Number 2, watch snow fall until it covers 33 buildings. Wind piece. Make a way for the wind. Closet piece. Think of a piece you lost. Look for it in your closet. Dollar piece. Select an amount of dollar. Imagine all the things that you can buy with that amount. A. Imagine all the things that you cannot buy with that amount. B. Write it on a piece of paper. Paper folding piece. Fold certain parts of a paper and read. Fold a crane and read. Chewing gum piece. Place chewing gum machines with many different word cards in them next to Coca-Cola machines on every street corner. Make it so that a word card comes out when you put 1 cent in. Put more auxiliary words than nouns, more verbs than adjectives. Number piece 1. Count all the words in the book instead of reading them. Number piece 2. Replace nouns in the book with numbers and read. Replace adjectives in the book with numbers and read. Replace all the words in the book with numbers and read. Light piece. Carry an empty bag. Go to the top of the hill. Pour all the light you can into it. Go home when it is dark. Hang the bag in the middle of your room in place of a light bulb. Name peace. Change your name by the period of your age, by the year, by the day, by occasions, by the color of your dress. Fog piece 1. Think of what the next person is thinking. Fog piece 2. Polish an orange. Fog piece 3. Send a fog to your friend. Falling piece. Go outside of you. Look at yourself walking down the street. Make yourself tumble on a stone and fall. Watch it. Watch other people looking. Observe carefully how you fall. How long it takes and in what rhythm you fall. Observe as seeing a slow motion film. Wearing out machine. All right, and that is time. How is everybody feeling? Finish what you're working on. Come to a stop. So I'd like to share one about one that I did earlier. The instructions are this.